final segment of the show for today. We're talking to members of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, Pastor Walker, Mr. Pritchard, and Mr. Goldthreath. All three have given us some excellent information in reference to some of the challenges faced by African American youth today. And let's continue that information, Mr. Goldthreath, by looking at some of the things that the NAACP is doing now and has done in reference to making our young people much more aware of the importance of that organization. And of course, Ms. Pritchard will tie into that, and she'll make some statements, and then we'll end it up by having Pastor Walker in a general sort of roundtable kind of discussion in reference to this.
Well, one thing that I would always have the opportunity to take a look at is getting parents to support our new program. Our boards are set up for the individuals from 13 and under down to 5. They become presidents, vice presidents, learn the Robert Rule Order. They learn to be CPAs. They learn to be treasurer. They run their own little organization. Our junior division, youth division, they start out at 19 to 13, and they have their own organization. Thanks to the director of Halley Park, gave us meeting facilities down there where we meet on Saturdays once a month, and they run their own organization. This is what we're trying to do, teach the children to be leaders at a younger age, and they will continue to lead forward.
And Ms. Pritchard, that's essentially what you're doing in reference to being the president of the youth organization. How many members do you have in that organization in a real sense? I mean,
we have at least 150 regular youth members, and then we have at least about 30 lifetime members.
You mean you've got 150 young people that come to a youth organization for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People? I would say, Pastor Walker, that that's an extraordinary number of young people to get together concerning such an organization. And evidently you're doing a great job, much more than people would give you credit for, because I really would not have thought that it would be that many individuals who would be involved in the youth activities. What about at some of the colleges and some of the universities? Are you able to reach out to those institutions as well?
Yes and no. Because of the way that our organization is set up, there's an age limit from each section, the youth and the juniors. And because of the age limit, it's 18. It's either 18 or 21. I'm forgetting at the current moment. But because of that age limit, normally the actual university level and the youth level, we coincide together, especially in Nashville, because both Vanderbilt, Fisk, and TSU, they all have either functioning or currently working on making sure that they're properly functioning youth organizations there too. And so sometimes we partner together, like some of our forums and roundtables in the future will be partnering together as far as facility goes or training goes, or just making sure that we know where we're going with things. So.
Very good. And I think, Pastor Walker, those are some good statements in reference to getting young people to participate. I think I'm sort of amazed in a real sense that so many young people are actually taking advantage of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
Absolutely, Dr. Haney. That not only, excuse me, there are a lot of people, young people, that really want to do something positive, but because a lot of times media projects a negative image, you hear it from the radio, television, and the like of our youth. It's so easy to highlight, you know, the negativity of youth. You know, a youth do something that's not right, then it's everywhere. Everybody gets that information. But you take an event at the First Amendment Center that took place on a week or so ago, then you didn't. Where's the news coverage on that? Why? Because there was positive youth gathered together for a positive experience, and for whatever the reason, that just don't make news. It's just not good news, you know, because you know everybody knows that when you turn on your news channel, the good news is the bad news. Because that's who people. That's what people turn it on to see. But when you got a group of youth that you consistently are working with, and you're bringing them up and you train them up and you're giving them a knowledge of themselves, a knowledge of the past, now they can take that knowledge of themselves and the knowledge of their past, and they can build a great character, and they can stand strong. And that's I think, Dr. Haney, that's a fear in America, because